we had gone to Golghar in Patna. I don't know whether you know about Golghar. Golghar is a very big granary. It was constructed during famine. And it is a round, big structure, a dome. And there are about 144 steps for reaching the top. And Ginsberg went inside and recited his poem Sunflower Sutra inside the dome. And there were 21 echoes. If you shout there, you have 21 echoes. And he recited his poem. And that poem was echoing one after the other. Then Ginsberg, then we went out. It was, Golghar is near Ganges. And we went near the Ganges. Ginsberg is always interested in the burning ghat. So he went to the burning ghat also. After burning ghat, we started walking. And like all Indians, I had to urinate. I went to the Ganges and started urinating. Ginsberg told me, what are you doing? It is a pious river. It's a very pious river. You are a Hindu and you are doing this. So this also speaks of Ginsberg as having accepted the holiness of certain things, Indian things, which we Indians do not generally. It is a part of our life, and we don't accept things the way formalize things the way other people formalize it for their religion or their philosophy. Then when the trial started against me, strange things started happening. The editor of Kritiva's book, Mr. Sunil Gangopadhyay, was in United States, and now his letters, the letters he wrote from there to some people here, have started getting published. And I find that from there he was writing to these people to leave the movement. He was writing against me. Long letters he has written. I don't know. He was such a big poet even at that time. Even then, I don't know why he felt jealous about me. It seems after so many years that probably I am the only person on earth about whom Mr. Sunil Gangopadhyay was jealous about. What happened? He started writing letters to those people who were in the movement. They got scared and they left the movement. During the trial, they became witness against me. And by that time, Sunil Gangopadhyay came back to India, and he became an witness in favor of me. That is, he was an witness who was supporting me, and those poets who were with me, they were against me, and they testified against me in the court. I didn't have too many witnesses. Mr. Buddha Boshu's son-in-law, Jyotirmoy Datta, was my witness, and the famous leftist poet, Mr. Tarun Sanyal, he was my witness. And my witnesses were probably weak. That is why I was convicted in the lower court compared to the witnesses against me. But somehow I filed a revision petition in the High Court and won the case therein.
During your trial, when you were convicted, did you get any help or support from the outer world? I mean, who were not your fellow writers?
Help means, say, at that time, things came into the press, no? The press started writing about us. There was one MP, Mr. Diwan Chaman Lal, who raised it in Parliament also. but nothing happened because of that. Probably we were later told that Upul Jayakar had told Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi told Siddhartha Shankar Rai at that time. As a result of that, the case was withdrawn against other people, and only I was charged with whatever it is. And these things came to the notice of Ginsberg there, I think from the press.
Ginsberg wrote you a letter, or he wrote some
Ginsberg
letters
wrote
to
me also, and he wrote to other people also, other editors in India. And I don't know what happened after that. But people who were not in literature, like I told you, Upul Jayakar came to know about it. Then Khushwant Singh also came to know about it, and Khushwant Singh told other people, I don't know whom. Then in Hindi, though we were not having support from the Bengali press, the Hindi press gave us support. That is, there were writers, famous writers, such as Panishwarnath Renu, then S.H. Vatsayan Abgey was there, Ramdhari Singh Dinkar was there, Rajkamal Chaudhary was there, Dhumil was there, Mudra Rakshas was there, Srikant Verma was there, Kamaleshwar was there. They were famous Hindi writers who were writing in favor of us in Hindi press, in Hindi magazine. And at that time, the Bengali press was against us, writing against us in Bengali magazine. There were cartoons also. Cartoons published in Anando Bajar, Yugantar, Statesman. They were publishing cartoons. I think cartoons about poets were for the first time being drawn in newspapers and magazines.
So it was a sensation at that time. So it proves your popularity.
Popularity or I don't know what, whatever it be.
But people were talking about it.
Then, since Ginsberg wrote letters supporting us, then these people started talking about we being influenced by Ginsberg. I told you just now that Ginsberg met us afterwards, after we started the movement. But the way we wrote was completely different from how Ginsberg wrote. That is, the breadth span of the beat poems, or say Howl or Kaddish by Ginsberg, are different from the breadth span. In fact, the Bengali breadth span has a specific rhythm, and it can't be fit into English breadth span. That is, you can't write. I have translated Ginsberg's both Howl and Kaddish, and I have tried to match his breath span in Bengali, but even then it doesn't come as it is in Bengali because the force doesn't come. Bengali doesn't have that type of edges as you have in, say, American English. So, but somehow people started talking about we getting influenced by them. Then when Mr. Bill Morgan came to collect letters and other things and some memorials about Ginsberg, he wanted to write. He gave me a book where I saw that he has written there that the three fishes, which is being used by Ginsberg as his logo, after he went back from India, he has written there that it is Buddha's footprints. I don't know from where they got the idea of Buddha having three fishes below his feet. That is how they are talking about Buddhism. That is Buddha, the great Buddha, having three fishes below his feet. This idea of three fishes were collected by Ginsberg from India, from Akbar's tomb. These fishes are there in Akbar's tomb. The Mughals and the kings thereafter and the Nawabs of Lucknow, they were interested in fishes. So wherever you go, in the architectures, you will find the fishes have been utilized in India, and these fishes were taken by Ginsberg and used it as his logo. Then Ginsberg collected one more thing from India, that is extempore singing. He was in Benares with two of our friends were there, Anil Karanjai and Karunanidhan Mukhopadhyay, who were artists. They took him to various places in Benares and he saw that people are using harmonium and singing. So this idea was collected by him from India and he took it there and he purchased one harmonium also and took it there in USA and he started this system of, or this method of singing or extempore poetry, that is playing the harmonium and singing poetry along with it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You want to learn how to meditate? I'll tell you now, cause it's never too late. I'll tell you how, cause I can't wait. Just that great that it's never too late. The first thing you do when you meditate is keep your spine, your backbone straight. Sit yourself down on a pillow on the ground.
Are there any incidents you can recall which are very prominent in your memory?
He slipped on the floor. My mother gave him some Indian food, and we saw that by that time he had become conversant with Indian food, and taking bath the Indian way. He had what we call a towel is called as gamcha here. So he had a gamcha also, like Indians, like Biharis along their head, around their head, gamchas being used. Then he used to wear kurta and pajama, and his color had become tinted. So you can't. My father couldn't make out that he was not an Indian, and he asked in Hindi, Malay hai? He thought that some Hindi writer had come. Then he came to know that he was a foreigner. But afterwards, my father was very angry with Ginsberg because my father is a photographer and Ginsberg inadvertently or unknowingly gave one film to him for developing it. And my father saw that those pictures were all of beggars. And there is in the entire film, they were beggars or people who were not having their hands, not having their legs, sleeping on the footpaths. That is very poor people. And so my father had a fight with him.
So you were negating the idea that the Hungryalist poets, they were influenced by the Beatnik poets.
One argument that we were influenced by Allen Ginsberg or the Beats because Ginsberg, Orlovsky and Gary Snyder had come to India. Actually, our movement was started in 1961. Ginsberg came to my Patna house in 1963, April. Ginsberg went to my elder brother Malay Roychoudhury's Chaibasa house in 1962. So, talking about our movement getting inspired by the Beats is wrong because we had started earlier. Ginsberg came later and met us, and he helped us in getting our things published in America. Help means he told other people there, such as Lawrence Ferlinghetti, to get our things published. See, our poems are completely different. I would like to read a poem of mine from which you can find out that the way we were writing is completely different from what the Beats or even the lyric poet Gregory Corso wrote. The way we wrote was completely different, or the expressions though the poem is in Bengali, I think it is available in English translation also. But Even if I read it in Bengali, you can make out that the way we talk or we present a composition is completely different from the beats. So I'd like to read a poem. It is called Prostuti. কে বললে বিধ্বস্ত হয়েছি দাঁত নখ নেই বলে ওগুলো কি খুবই জরুরি আবার চাকুর মেধা তলপেট লক্ষ্য করে বিদ্ধ করে দিয়েছি সেসব এরই মধ্যে ভুলে গেলেন কেন পাঁঠার মুখের কাছে পাতা শুদ্ধ কচি এলাচের গোছা সেই সব কাণ্ড ঘৃণা শিল্প ক্রোধ শিল্প যুদ্ধ শিল্প পিছমোড়া মুখ বাঁধা যুবতী সন্তান গোলাপি ফুসফুস ছিঁড়ে কুখরির ধারালো আঞ্চান সেই সব হৃৎমাংসে রক্ত মেখে উঠে আসা চাকুর গরিমা আমার তো গান বা সঙ্গীত নেই কেবল চিৎকার যতটা হাঁ করতে পারি নির্বাক জঙ্গলের ভেষজ সুগন্ধ ঘুজি পরিসর কিংবা হারাম সন্ন্যাস বলিনি জীব দিন জীব গোঙানি ফেরত নাও দাঁতে দাঁত দিয়ে সহ্য করার ক্ষমতা নির্ভীক বারুদ বলবে মুখ্যতাই একমাত্র শিক্ষণীয় উদার হস্ত নুলো দাঁতে ছুরি নিয়ে আমি লাফিয়েছি জুয়ার টেবিলে তোমরা ঘিরে ফেলো ছেঁকে ধরো রাবার বাগিচা কফি চায়ের বাগান থেকে গাম্বুটে স্বচ্ছন্দ চাকুরি সূত্র এসো কে কোথায় আছো জরাসন্ধের পুং যেভাবে বিভক্ত হয় হীরকের দুটি ছুলকে ওঠে হাত পা চালিয়ে যাওয়া ছাড়া আর জ্ঞান গম্যি বলে কিছু নেই বাঁশির মতন ধরে শীতকাঠি বাজিয়ে দেখেছি আমি অসুখে অভাবে আপেল ত্বকের মোম রেণু মাখা ভঙ্গুর স্নেহ সঙ্গমের আগে মাদি পিপিলিকা ডানা খুলে রেখে দেবে পাশে আমিও উরুচ চাপড়ে বিকল্প চিৎকার দিচ্ছি পৃথিবীকে খালি করো বের হও সর্বশক্তিমান বান্দরের চুলকানি প্রবণ চার হাতে শঙ্খ চক্রপদ্ম গদা নিয়ে নিজের ঘামের নুনে লবণ বিদ্রোহ বারুদ সুতলি ধরে বিস্ফোরণের দিকে তুমাকার স্ফুলিঙ্গ চুল ঝাঁঝে মজে থাকা ফড়িংয়ের রুগ্ন দুপুরে ভোজ্ঞান সম্পন্ন কেঁচে উঠে আয় চাকুর লাবণ্য আমি আর একবার এ তল্লাটে দেখাতে এসেছি You can find out that this is completely different from the way the Beats might be reciting their poems, or Ginsberg might be reciting his poems, or even Gregory Corso or Gary Snyder might be reciting their poems, or might have written their poems during the period we wrote our poems at that time.